Something really important happened to Shiba Inu today. The whales are completely bonkers. Exchange supplies are running low. Victims are in the millions. And if you're a Shiba Inu, now is the perfect time to remove a few zeros. What is actually going on, and will this finally trigger the dream rally that we desperately need? But allow me to elaborate. Your daily dose of Shiba wealthy coins is here. If you are interested in Shiba and want to learn more, you have come to the right place. Subscribe if you want to know what's happening in the cryptocurrency market and get the most up-to-date news predictions. Make sure you hit the like button to get more Shiba news. The price of Shiba Inus fell earlier today. You shouldn't freak out just yet, but hold on a second. We started to observe some flickering greenery at the end of the day. But this is where things really start to go off the rails. A large number of Shiba Inu are leaving pet stores. A large portion is going to be pulled out, normally denoting a single thing. Someone or a group of people has planned everything out meticulously and is also buzzing our people. Can they grasp a concept that eludes us? The whales are behaving as if they have inside information. May something major soon be happening? I don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. This could be a passing flurry of activity despite the fact that it is a massive movement that is obviously not random. Surprisingly, a turnaround may be closer than it appears. Before we get into what can happen in the future, let's take a moment to explain what's happening with Shiba Inu prices right now. So here's the lowdown. It doesn't appear like Shiba Inu's graph is very upbeat right now, according to one researcher. The price was lowered in the absence of genuine resistance. It's not like anything else. The fall also seemed more rapid than intended because of it. Just over a critical level, the token's 50-day moving average was. Traders were confused though, because it fell back below it so quickly. This is even more worrisome because of how quickly it was rejected. This kind of behavior suggests that the present spike was driven more by excitement and momentum than by real purchase demand. Shiba Inu appeared to be doing well as it slowly rose off a solid support level. However, there is just insufficient volume or force to traverse the upper layers of resistance. Apart from that, this is what's important. You won't find a Shiba Inu anywhere in this game. The broader cryptocurrency market has been showing some promising signs, and Shiba Inu isn't completely disconnected either. So yet she hasn't really jumped on that bandwagon. Considering the massive retreat currently underway, it could just be the setup for something more. Truly, today was a very shaky day. But this might just be the calm before the storm. And if you're a Shiba Inu owner or thinking about getting one, this could be a fascinating event to keep an eye on. And this is another crazy thing. Someone in the know recently dropped a bombshell. It would appear that the Shiba Inu team has been quietly draining the network of tokens. You read it right, they're delivering them straight to the fire pile. The digital currency market started what appears to be a new bull run on Tuesday, and that was the beginning of it all. As Bitcoin started to reclaim those challenging resistance marks, excitement surged. Because of the surge, Shiba Inus also became increasingly popular. Demand is on the rise, which is good news for investors. All of a sudden, the burn rate skyrocketed. The rate of burn is increasing by 4 digits in percentage terms. Approximately 27 million tokens were burned and sent to inactive wallets. They just disappeared. A supply restriction of that magnitude is unprecedented. This is really insane. Not only is there now loud burning here, but whales are also acting a little bit irrationally. The number of Shiba Inus listed for sale on marketplaces is reportedly falling. Whales removed 700 billion coins from centralized exchanges in the past 24 hours alone. It was crystal clear to you. There is great significance to this kind of outpouring. Whales typically do not sell their coins when they withdraw them from exchanges. Actually, it's the inverse. They have secured them, sent them to secure wallets, and are now waiting. That screams growth. Solitary action. Neither is it a minor event. While some tokens did make their way back into markets, the enormous net outflow remained at around 100 billion. Everyone in the neighborhood is talking about that. It is evident that a trend is emerging here. A pivotal level has been in sight for the Shiba Inu price. Despite being a bit unpredictable, it hasn't crashed. These dramatic events that go place behind the scenes, massive fires, the accumulation of whales, tell a different story. The on-chain level is bustling with activity. Every indication seems to be pointing to a big shift in the horizon. Such moves are typically made by dominant players with the long term in mind. This will not be a quick fix. This is my intended meaning. Strategic. Observations are made. Maybe a big get-together is in their plans. In all candor, that should get the whole block excited. So what makes this a good thing? Because when supply falls and demand keeps rising, all it takes is a spark to drive prices to rise. There are all the signs that something big is about to happen with Shiba Inus. Big money is involved, there is less supply, and demand is rising. It's the perfect recipe for innovation. And this is when it gets interesting. You may remember that Satoshi Kusama recently mentioned that he is beginning to work again. He didn't simply sound calm, he sounded energized. He doubled down on everything while dropping hints about his insanity and intense intensity. All of this starts happening just after that. Taking place, Inferno, whales in a frenzied state, and currency fluttering off exchanges. Really, it's hard to avoid drawing parallels. Do whales know something that humans don't? There is anything happening in the background right now. Is the group about to unveil something major? Despite the fact that every sign points in the same direction, we are still in the dark. The whales may already be preparing for something big that Shiba Inu may soon face. Plus, it's possible that you won't even have to give this much thought. Why exactly? He broke down what Shiba Inu would need to do to hit that legendary $1 mark since another analyst had already provided it. The naysayers have been heard by everyone. Shiba Inu will never be worth $1 according to several internet cryptocurrency aficionados. On the flip side, there is a staunch group of believers, particularly among the Shiba Inu community, who assert that it is indeed feasible, including the famous Bitcoin bull Da Vinci, who has been rather active as of late. Jeremy offered his viewpoint. To get to that incredible sum, he claims Shiba Inu would require a market valuation of over 600 trillion. I agree, that is a ridiculous sum. Seems ridiculous actually. Just a moment though, that's not all. Lucy, the voice of the Shiba Inu marketing team, recently provided some insight into ChatGPT. The idea is so appealing that even AI is participating in the conversation. Actually, it asserted that getting to $1 is not impossible. A perfect storm is on the horizon, with a robust bull run, widespread approval, and most importantly, ongoing burning. What follows is a somewhat more in-depth explanation of this. At its current price point, Shiba Inu is astoundingly cheap, far below 1 cent, and its market capitalization is less than $10 billion. As a result, practically all supply would have to be wiped away before we could get to $1 without artificially inflating some fictitious number from the market value. Just like we were talking about, 99.99% of it disappeared. That would bring the total number of coins in circulation down to a few billion, which is comparable to the current market worth. Then suddenly, a price of $1 becomes reasonable. Finally, the showstopper. We are starting to witness this specific type of transformation. The Shiba Inu group is presently laser-focused on burn treatment. Nothing is out of character with them. As soon as you add in the idea of whales acquiring as much Shiba Inu as they can from trades, the picture starts to take shape. The pieces are in motion, as things begin to fall into place. Don't you think? So if the community keeps raging, the big players keep congregating, and this momentum keeps building, this projection doesn't seem too far-fetched. Feelings of reality set in, and lives will be changed regardless of whether this happens or not. It is possible that many people in the Shiba Inu community are gazing at life-altering sums of money. We are talking about people who have just become billionaires. A true crypto powerhouse, Shiba Inu is gaining strength at an unprecedented rate. Preparation is underway. The flames are blazing. What occurs next is now simply something we watch. The future of the Shiba Inu is bright, even looking ahead. Not only because of the market, but also because of the expansion of the team. In the background, on a regular basis, with purpose, Shiba Inu lead generation. On Twitter, Lucy said precisely what she meant. Success is about quality, not quantity. The data, the charts, and your impact all point to it. Because of the impression you made, people talk about you. If you are using someone else's name to boost your own profile, she replied, you've already lost. There are no shortcuts to genuine achievement. It is visible in the results. And this is how the Shiba Inu is behaving right now. Aside from attracting whales and longtime believers, Shiba Inu is building the ecosystem, burning coins and chasing buzz. Improving in strength, this is momentum rather than background noise. But how do you feel about this? Analysis follows. Well, that was a long day. Also, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe and share our content to view our latest uploads.